What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to give you guys a gear review. Today we're going to talk about one of the most vital pieces of gear for bow hunting, in my opinion. And this piece of gear is something that a lot of people take for granted. We're going to talk about bino harnesses. You know, the reason that I say I think a lot of guys take bino harnesses for granted is I honestly think that they don't take the time, like other pieces of gear, to think out the functionality of a bino harness. So today we're going to do a review of the new Kuiu Pro bino harness, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why I think this is the best bino harness on the market. Not just because it's Kuiu, but because the functionality of this thing, the way it works, and honest to God, the way that I set up my bino harness and my range finding system, it has helped me kill a lot of animals. Just off the top of my head, I can think of 3 different animals that I would not have killed if I didn't run the setup that I do. So first and foremost, one thing I love about the Kuiu system is the pocket opens outward on your binos. Anytime you have a pocket that folds over and you have to fold back this way, your binos are always going to get hung on them when you need to get them most. Another thing that happens when they fold out like this is you can actually leave your case open to where you can easily reach in, grab your binos, look at what you need to, and slide them back in. The second thing about the Kuiu harness is because your binos are always attached, they always have a cord attached to your harness. Anytime that you have to look through them and you're within bow range, you're within 30 or 40 yards, 20 yards, especially whitetail hunting, you're within 20, 30 yards, it's awful loud sometimes to put your binos back in a case. You know, they're all felt lined, they all have a quiet liner in them, but still, just getting your binos back in the case sometimes is not an option. With this cord here always attached, you can always just lay your binos on the outside of the harness, and this works perfect. It's not in the way to make a shot. It's quiet, it's silent, and I do that a ton, especially when whitetail hunting, especially when I'm inside 30 or 40 yards, when I really need to be quiet, need to be stealthy. This works amazing. And that's something you just can't do with like an Alaska Guide Creation pack that has the flat folding this way, doesn't have the cord attaching your binos. You can't just lay it there. You have to open it up, slide it in, and sometimes you honestly just don't have time to do that. The third thing that I think every bino harness must have is the ability to keep rain and wind and dirt and everything out of your binos. I will be honest, that is an area that the Kuiu harness does not excel at. The fact that it is not fully enclosed and it's not buckled like, you know, an Alaska Guide Creation. You do get some stuff in this harness every once in a while, but I will take that trade-off over not being able to leave my harness open, not being able to lay my binos here. I just think that, you know, it's important, but it's not the most important. I guess we'll just say this does a good enough job keeping them dry, keeping them out of the weather, that it's not going to make or break a hunt. Okay guys, we're going to move away from the actual harness itself now. I like to lump my harness and my rangefinder in as one optic system, and together they are super important. Honestly, the way that I carry my rangefinder is probably the most important. It is one of the top 3 or 4 things in all of my gear list. Being able to range an animal really fast and being silent doing it without having to put your rangefinder back up is extremely important. I see it all the time. Guys have a pouch, they have a pocket, they have somewhere that they put their rangefinder, and it just makes me cringe. I can honestly say that if I didn't carry my rangefinder the way I carry it, that I can think of 3 or 4 animals in the past 5 years that I would not have killed. Animals that you have to range, adjust your sight, and make a shot on so fast that if you were to have to get into a pocket, or if you were to have to dig in your pants pocket or anything, you would not kill that animal. My moose, my antelope, and my mule deer in the past 5 years, I would not have killed if I didn't run my rangefinder the way I do. So there is nothing fancy about the way I run this rangefinder. I have a Nikon tether that literally just goes on the strap of my Bino harness. And my rangefinder is at all times hanging right here on my side. I hang it on my release hand side where all I have to do is reach down, grab it, get a range, and put it back. I never have to fumble with pockets. I never have to worry about making noise. It is super quick, it is silent, and I can honestly say that if I didn't have this rangefinder here, there have been many animals that I wouldn't have killed. So the reason I wanted to make this video is I was watching Chad Mendez's YouTube channel the other day, and he set his rangefinder on the ground. And he even said in the video that it was a rookie mistake. I've seen countless times guys getting in a pocket or in their jacket or having to find their rangefinder. When you put your rangefinder right here, it is always there. It is second nature to just reach down and grab it. It is silent, it is quick. This is honestly one of the most important aspects of my gear list. Guys, I know this video is short. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I can honestly say that these functions of a Bino harness and rangefinder system are extremely important. They really have helped me out in the field, and they are one thing that I will never change. This is actually my old Kuiu harness that I've used for like the last 6 years up until this new one just came in. So, you know, I just wanted to share this info with you. If anything, just get you guys to thinking a little bit, because I honestly do think that a Bino harness is kind of a second thought. You know, guys just buy whichever one. They want the one that protects their binos the most. You know, and I understand with the way I run a rangefinder, it is not protected. It's always hanging there. It's always getting beat on stuff. However, that one time that you kill a bull or you kill a deer when you're on a hunt that you otherwise wouldn't have, that will pay for you a new rangefinder if you beat one up every few years. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that these tips helped you out a little bit. Let me know in the comments what Bino harness you run. Let me know if it's ever bitten you in the ass not having your rangefinder on a tether, having it in a pocket. And we'll see you guys next time.